Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Opoyemi and it's nice to have you all here again today. Special appreciation to my regular subscribers. You guys are the best. Thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you for the comments, thank you for the share, thank you for the likes, thank you for everything you've been doing to encourage this community. Thank you so much. And for those that are joining or watching this community for the very first time, I want to encourage you to subscribe now so that you can always get our information every time I post them. Alright, so just click the subscription button. I can assure you you will get value for your subscription. Alright, so click the subscription button, connect to us. This is a beautiful family and I'm sure you will be glad you did. So basically what we'll do here is to share information as regards relocation abroad, opportunity abroad, jobs with sponsorship, remote jobs, anything that could bring your relocation dreams to reality. So if these are the kind of content you like to watch, please do connect to us by subscribing to this YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you for the subscription and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm just going to be sharing with us information that a lot of people need to know, especially as people who decide to relocate to the UK in quote now. Now this information I'm about to share with you is what happened in the UK, and I want you or somebody around you to learn from this video. Now I understand people want to immigrate for one reason or the other, and there are several means, there are several routes to relocate. All right, so now I just want to share an information with you. This is one of the information, the letter that the Home Office sent to somebody. All right, so I want us to stay close and watch this video. Now the immigration office sent somebody this particular letter, all right, this mail, and I'm going to read it to you. It says your permission as a student has been cancelled, so that it now ends on 31st December 2024. What this means for you, you still have permission until 31st December 2024, and the current condition of your stay will continue to apply until then. Please ensure that you comply with these conditions. Now the conditions, now you now have until 31st December 2024 to either leave the United Kingdom or make another application to stay here. You do not have a right of appeal or administrative review against the decision to cancel your permission. Okay, so now this is what happened. This particular person in question, I believe maybe somebody around here or somebody watching this right now have people in this same shoe. Now after sharing all of this information, I'm going to share a way out to guide through this kind of occurrence. Okay, so this person applied to university in the UK, then relocate to the UK with family, of course with dependents. When this person did this person, the UK immigration rules still allowed students to relocate with dependents, which is quite alright. So he came in through that route. Let me say the family came in through that route rather. Okay, so having done that, this particular person defer the admission till another year. Now once you come into the UK, the Home Office is aware that you came in on a student visa and you are schooling. Now the moment you are no longer schooling, they will get to know that you are no longer schooling. How do they get to know? Now they will get to know because your school is gonna inform the Home Office as soon as you defer your admission. The Home Office will contact, the university, the institution will contact the Home Office, and then the Home Office is aware of your state, the state of your stay in the university. All right, and this is what usually happen. Now for whatever reason, either you want to play smart, or you want to relocate, or you want to, I don't know, whatever reason. Now this person came into the UK, now decide to defer admission, but you don't want to go back to where you're coming from when the reason you came in, you've deferred it. I wouldn't know if this person is trying to be smart or not, but whichever condition, you came into the country because you want to school, you defer your admission. What they expect of you is to pack yourself, pack your things, and go back to your country. And when you're ready to resume your courses, your education, then you relocate back to the UK. That is what they expect of them. I mean, what they expect of you. Now, if you as a student are in this category and you didn't go back to your country, your institution will send you a mail at first. Now, the mail that your institution would send to you, they would notify you that they are going to send information of your immigration status to the Home Office. You will definitely get that before the Home Office will give you the same information. Now, you need to also understand this. If you're on a student visa, irrespective of whatever course or whatever university you applied to, no employer will ever give you the certificate of sponsorship. As a student, no employer will want to risk the license of such organization because of one student or because of any student. All right, so it is not allowed that students are given sponsorship. You can only get a COS, that is the certificate of sponsorship, after you have completed your academic term. If you have a 2 years course, you must have finished your 2 years course before you get an employer who can give you certificate of sponsorship. If you don't finish your 2 years course, no employer, I said it again, no employer will want to risk the organization because of a student. All right, so anybody in this category is meant to follow a particular protocol. Now, let me finish this letter before I proceed to the solution to what has happened here. Okay, so it says, if now this person was also told, because obviously your university has messaged the Home Office that you've deferred your admission, so there's absolutely no reason, no genuine reason you can give to the Home Office that would be accepted, because you came in to school, you're no longer schooling till another year, you should go back to where you're coming from till you're ready to resume. That is what the belief, the process should be. But now you're back in the country, that already tag you an overstaying resident, or an overstaying immigrant rather, if you stay outside the period you give. Now this person is given till 31st of December 2024. From the 1st of January 2025, this person has become an overstaying immigrant, and that is not good for your status, because if eventually, even if you call a solicitor into this matter, the solicitor will definitely advise you to go back to where you're coming from first, then you can then reapply. But unfortunately, if you overstay before you move to your country, you might probably get a 10-year or a 5-year ban before you can relocate back to the UK if you become overstay immigrant before you go back to your country. So it's very tricky. So it's better to follow the process. People have done this before. Yes, people have done. There are times, before now, before you can change your visa, as at last year, you can still change your visa. Before you can change your visa, you're on post-study. After your study, you go back to your country, you can apply to jobs. Of course, because you just schooled and you're done. You could not even get an employer before you travel back, and you would have to make this conversation with them. Okay, if I go back to my country, I'm going to reapply, and of course they would give you the assurance of employing you back. So once you go back, you reapply. The truth is, this is going to cost you. Yes, it could be expensive, but you would be called back. But a lot of people don't just want to go back for whatever reason. Now, if you go back, it's going to do you more good. All right. So if you're in that category, I will advise you, even if you contact a solicitor, you will be advised to do the same thing. Okay, so it says, so because of that reason, you cannot appeal. You can't appeal. What do you want to beg for? Why do you want to appeal? If you don't have the money, then it is not, they believe it's not the reason for you to steal back after you defer. You don't have the money. It's quite all right. You can't afford the fee at the moment for whatever reason. They expect you to still go back and come back when you have the money and you're ready to resume your academic pursuit. All right. So there's absolutely no administrative appeal. So now they said if you leave or are already outside the common travel area, that is the UK, the Channel Island, the Isle of Man, the Republic of Ireland, before 31st December 2024, your permission will end immediately and you will have to make a new application to re-enter the UK. All right. So they said if you think an error has been made in this decision, so they give you an evidence of that. All right. If you think there is been an error in this cancellation decision, you can make an error correction request by following the process and set out in this guideline. So there is a link to follow for that process. Okay, so now this is somebody who wants to relocate to school. Of course, you are even able to relocate with your dependent, which is a good one. So now you can't switch visa anymore. Gone are the days when you can switch visa. As at last year, you can still switch your visa. I think the switching of visa ends around July last year. I think, yeah, switching of visa ends around that period. So since then, you can switch your visa anyhow. Yeah, it's not allowed anymore, or it's not as it used to be, especially if you're on a student visa now. That's what I mean. Okay, so now reasons for this decision. They said you were granted permission as a student under the immigration rules. Your permission has been cancelled because you have stopped studying from the university of whatever you've been. Now it says on the 1st of August 2024, your sponsor notified the Home Office that they had withdrawn their sponsorship as you have stopped studying with them due to deferring your studies. You can see that is quite simple. It means that your institution was the one that reached out to the Home Office, letting them know that this person is no longer studying and has deferred the admission. Now guys, you need to understand something. Irrespective of what organization, rules, laws, morals and all of those things are in your country, on this part of the world, or let me say in this part of the world rather, you can't cut corners. Now you need to understand that you can't cut corners, irrespective how smart you could be. People who cut corners are see in this country, except if the Home Office just decide to get busy with some other things, you are not really eating, because when you come in, there's a place you sign, you registered. There are ways to fix you if they want to get you. All right. And being in this kind of situation, you just can't sleep or walk freely. For example, if you're walking on the road and you see a policeman, even if the policeman is just going on his own or they are just living on their own, you will just have this heart attack like they are coming for you, because your stay is not. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So please, okay, now moving forward, it says it is not considered that the circumstances in your case are such that discretion should be exercised in your favor at the university, blah 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 blah. Okay, the university corporation notified us that the sponsorship was withdrawn because you no longer studying with them. I'm therefore satisfied that you have ceased to study and that your permission should be cancelled pursuant to Part 9, 26, 1D of the immigration rules. Your permission is therefore cancelled from 31st December 2024. So guys, don't be smart with the immigration rules, laws, office. Don't be too smart with them. If you want to come to school, make up your mind, I'm coming for 1 year, I'm coming for 2 years, for 1.5 years, or for whatever period to school. If you want to come with your dependent, of course you know you can no longer come with your dependent on a student visa. For now, we never can tell what the Home Office will decide tomorrow. Alright? So now let's talk about the way forward about this matter. Because if you inform an immigration officer or an immigration solicitor or solicitor, whatever, now this is what you'll be told. And this is what I am going to also tell you. If you are a student in this category, the first thing you should do, now this is December and you can still make it. Now your dependents also have till this particular period, all right, for the visa to also expire. So this is the first thing you should do, or the fastest solution to this. Let your dependent can get a job, another skilled work on another skilled worker visa that permits the dependent. The student is the main applicant, then you have your husband or your wife, your spouse, somebody as a dependent. Your dependent can look for another job the moment you found yourself in a situation like this, or you defer your admission. Don't wait for the letter from the Home Office, or don't wait. And then if you get a letter from your institution, I think the first thing first, get your dependent, let your dependent get another job, a skilled worker job that allows dependent. If that is possible, then you can become a dependent. You will be allowed that way. You will definitely be allowed to become a dependent since your stay has not expired. Your date of stay is still intact. You will be allowed. So you can become a dependent to your dependent. I hope that is clear. Secondly, to even avoid this from the beginning, when your institution send you the letter that they're going to inform the Home Office, you should step up immediately to your institution and let them understand the state of things. So you might have to have a conversation with your with your institution. I don't know what they can do in any capacity, but you should let them know, because the moment you get to the Home Office, of course, your institution can be considerate. They have the sponsorship, all right. So they can be considerate and not push your information forward to the Home Office. They might give you a particular period of time to sort things out. I don't know, but don't be silent. Reach out to your institution. All right. Now, thirdly, which is the most difficult to do, if you find yourself in a situation like this, I think, in my opinion, that the best idea or the best thing to do, if you can't get the number one done, if it's too late, if the number one is not successful, then you can move to the number two. If the number two doesn't yield any result before the date that you are given to leave the UK, please move out of the UK. That will save you any ban. It will save you whatever ban from entering the UK. It's going to save you from, so it will definitely allow you to come back if you do that. Another thing I think you can also do is get an employer before you go and let them understand that you need a sponsorship and you want to go back to your country because you don't want to become an illegal immigrant, you don't want to be an overstayer, and then you want to go back coming to pick up this job. So when you relocate, you apply for the job after you relocate back to your country, then they can accept you in again. That way it's going to help you scale through a bouncing. So guys, that is all for this video. These are the solutions to this challenge. So guys, if you have anybody in this situation, you have anybody in this circumstance, please do share this information with them. Do share this video with them. Like this video if you've not done that already, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Let them understand the procedures, the way out, the possible things to do if they found themselves in this condition. And if you have people that are yet to relocate and they want to relocate through the student route, however, if you're studying on a PhD, if you're studying on a PhD, a 2-year course as a PhD, for PhD rather, you can be allowed to relocate with your family, and of course you have nothing to worry about. So after your PhD, then you can now apply for another skilled worker that will allow you to stay after your study. It's that simple for PhD or that. But for master's people, for master's students, of course, you need to, understand how things work. Please, if you want to relocate as a student, or you want to relocate as a overseas student or overseas student, please watch this video, digest it, share with people around you that you also know want to relocate through this route. Let them understand the things they might probably want to face. All right, let them understand that is if they want to defer the admission. All of these things are quite understandable. So please share this video with them. If you have any question, you have any inquiry, you have experience in something like this, if you have a way forward, please don't hesitate to make use of the comment section so people can learn from you. Thank you once again, guys, for staying true to watch this video to the end, and I hope it's helping somebody right now. So guys, stay tuned, stay connected to us, and I'm gonna see you in another video.